What's up? All right, so let's talk about gateways here. Which is your best gateway for what type of network? These three gateways here on this side are going to be for your copper network. So starting with the slowest gateway is 5031 NV. Then we go into the 5268 AC, and then we go into the Bgw-210. The differences between these is the Wi-Fi capability on the 5031 NV still new. Wow. We'll put that back on in a minute. 5031 NV. That one's only going to have a 802.11 2.4 gigahertz BGN card. I'm sorry, there's no N card on it, just the B and G. Maximum speeds on hardline is going to be about 100 megabytes per second if you can get the bonded pair. When you start getting into those kind of speeds, you probably will be moved into this one or this one here. I've seen these in slower DSL networks like 3, 6, 12, and I believe 18 megabytes per second. This does not work TV. All right. Now we go into the 5268 AC. Power, battery, Ethernet, Wi-Fi, home PNA. Then we got phone 1, 2, USB, broadband 1, broadband 2 in service, and a WPS button. This type of network here does Uverse TV. Not a lot out there, but it's there. All right. So starting on the back side, you have your phone lines 1 and 2. Your ONT, so it would for something like this. We're not talking about that just yet. Your ports 1, 2, 3, 4, which they are all full duplex. Your USB for a network printer, or a NAS, and then your broadband DSL, which can handle bonded pair up to 100 megabytes per second. The reset button, you press it once, resets the modem. You press it for 20 seconds. Brings the Wi-Fi name and password back to factory settings. All your settings are back to factory. This cable line down here is for your TV services, IPTV, which would light up the home PNA, but it would be blinking. Wi-Fi and home PNA blink. Ethernet solid. Phone line 1 and 2 are solid. If you got a phone call, phone line 1 to blink, notifying you have a phone call. Single pair is going to light up broadband 1, while bonded pair or 2-pair system is going to light up both of these services. And then your service green is going to let you know that your service is running. Now AT&T went on and got one of these guys here. This is the more popular one that I see everywhere I go. Power, broadband, and phone. That's it. Backside. You have USB 1 and 2. Some people say it works with the NAS or a network printer. I haven't seen a lot of it work. People use different routers for that. Port lines 1, 2, 3, 4 full duplex. ONT, like I said, is going to be for this type of ONT where it's separated. We're not talking about that just yet. We're talking about broadband DSL, line 1 and line 2, and your phone lines 1 and 2. Both of these gateways can handle speeds between 3 megabytes per second up to 100 on a copper network. WPS, wireless protected services or system. These are the more popular ones. These are the ones you'll see for, and they got pretty good coverage too. People have said up to a 3,000 square foot home on just the 2.4. All right. So let's look at this guy over here. Not this guy just yet. This is your ONT, optical network transport. Paired with these two modems, it can give you a speed of up to 1,000 megabytes per second. The maximum speed on 2.4N is about 140 megabytes per second. Same thing as it is on 5G. But for that, when you start getting to the 60 and 70 megabytes per second, it'll kick it over from 2.4 to the 5 gigahertz frequencies that both of these devices can handle. As long as your phone can see 5G, you'll see speeds between 75, 150, maximum about 360 megabytes per second. As long as you're pushing the speeds out of this guy here. So if you have like a 100 megabyte profile, then the max you'll see is about 100 megabytes on these two devices. So if you go to 300 here, you'll see about 300 here. 1,000, 350 on Wi-Fi. As long as you have a full duplex or Cat5e or better Ethernet cord, you should see about close to between 850 and 999. And make sure your computer can handle those speeds too. All right, that breaks that down a little bit. And now we go into the big boy. This guy here is the one where you will have, I've seen this work on 50 by 50, 100 by 100, 300, 300, 500, 500, 1,000, and then you can go to the 2,500 and then to the 5,000 megabytes per second. You'll be using the actual built-in portion of the SFP, which is right here. All right, and the green one can give you up to 1,000, while the red one can give you up to 5,000. You only have one port for 5,000. Ports 2, 3, and 4 are 1,000. You can power an ONT, or you can power the from an ONT. This is not an ONT, this is from the ONT, which would be that device right there. It will work, but if you have an AT&T tech install it, he's either going to give you one of these or completely remove this, remove the wall plate, and place this one in place. Other than that, guys, I want to thank y'all very much. I hope this kind of explains a little bit of the different routers that you'll see and at the homes, at your home. Copper, fiber, fiber. They work on DSL, these three. This one will power these two. Yes, you do have, no, not on this, I'm sorry. There is another one that I saw not too long ago that had a red, but we're not going to use that. This guy will power these two. This guy will power this. If you have that and they send you this, just make sure your red port goes into Ethernet and the other side goes into your ONT. All right, thank you very much, guys. Hope this explains a little bit. Have a good day.